Hello everybody. Today we'll be talking about the nuclei placement in the brainstem for the trigeminal nerve. So we know the trigeminal nerve has got 3 sensory nuclei and 1 motor nuclei. So trigeminal nerve, that is the 5th nerve which is emerging out from the pons. Okay, so let's draw here. This is the brainstem we are talking about. This is midbrain, this is pons, and this is pons and this is medulla. Okay, so this trigeminal nerve has got the longest nuclei in the brainstem. The sensory nuclei of the trigeminal nerve is the longest nuclei of the brainstem. You can see it is extending from the midbrain. It is extending from midbrain, then the pons and the medulla oblongata, also till the C2 level of the spinal cord. That means upper portion of the spinal cord. Till the upper portion of the spinal cord, the sensory nuclei extended, and it is divided into 3 parts. The part which is present in the midbrain is known as mesencephalic nuclei, which is responsible for proprioception. The 5th nerve is actually taking the sensations from the face. So proprioceptions from the face is actually carried out by these fibers too, and then the relay in this nuclei, this mesencephalic nuclei. Then you have the spinal nuclei, which is present in the medulla oblongata and the spine. That portion is related to pain and temperature, that is carrying the pain and temperature of the face. Okay, and then the principal or chief nuclei, that is the swelled up bulged nuclei in the pons, that is responsible for touch and pressure from the face. Okay, that you need to remember. Sometimes what happens, the spinal nuclei, the cranial part, can also contribute to this touch and pressure sensations along with the chief sensory nuclei. The motor nuclei that is also present in the pons only, and that will give fiber to the V3. So let's just draw this thing. This is your contribution of the sensory fibers from all these 3 nuclei. So ultimately it is forming the trigeminal nerve, and then it will form V1, the branches, V2, and you have the V3. This is the motor fiber which is actually going and taking course with this V3. Okay, the motor fiber which is going with the V3. So V3 is the mixed nerve. Okay, so you understand this thing. Next thing that we need to remember, this mesencephalic nuclei, जो is responsible for proprioception. Another 2 important point, this is also nuclei for jaw or mesenteric reflex. Number 2, it is the only site in CNS where you will find pseudo-unipolar neuron. Okay, so repeating, the longest nuclei, the sensory nuclei of trigeminal nerve, mesencephalic, proprioception, principal or chief, touch and pressure, and the spinal one for pain and temperature. The mesencephalic nuclei is also responsible for jaw or mesenteric reflex, and it is the only site where in the CNS where you find pseudo-unipolar neuron. Thank you.